I just want to share this message with you. I was reading a book called The One Thing. It is supposed to be a motivational, self-help, those types of books that I'm not a fan of, because after a while you get it's all kind of the same. They reach to a certain point where you notice that no matter what you read, you cannot find the answers out there, no matter how much money you make, no matter how much success you make. After a while you start looking for answers elsewhere, inwardly. So it's all different thing, but these kind of books sometimes they're helpful once in a while for your character, for your life situation, to get around and move through the world as smoothly as possible. And this book actually has helped me a lot, and it made me notice how it can be helpful for spirituality as well. Meaning, the one thing, the whole book is all about this one question that you should make yourself every single day once you are lost. And being lost in spirituality means it's very good, because you start to be detached from your persona, from your ego, from your character. If you're lost, it means you're free. You're not in in the mental creation you created for yourself. You're actually out here. So it's a bit frightening in the beginning, but after a while you get used to it, and it's the only way you can be, because you don't want to be a slave anymore in your self-creation, in your mind. So you get out here. But this question is, what is the one thing that that I could do today, or for my spirituality, or for whatever, such that by doing that everything else becomes easier or unnecessary? These things about priorities, and this makes you go on creating your goals, your priorities. It makes you declutter everything that you have in your mind besides the only thing that matters. The Pareto principle, the 80-20 principle that you always know about. It's actually very helpful, because yes, you can talk spirituality, be spirituality, do everything in your life, but we live in a society, and you also need to at least earn a living, because if your health, if your wellness, if your self-care is not taken care of, it's really hard to think about spirituality and all the other things. You need first to take care of your survival, and then spirituality. And this prioritization, this understanding the direction, is really helpful, in my opinion, for your whole character, for your whole life situation, your work, your job, your relationships, your survival. And also, after you earn that, you can focus on spirituality, on other realms, because these become less important. The important thing is, don't indulge in these things. Once you're okay with this, notice that these will not give you the answer. These will just make you survive so that you can find the answer, but this is not the answer. So, and this focusing also, in my opinion, is something that's really important for spirituality as well. For example, for my inner growth, I noticed, what is the one thing for my inner growth that makes me that by doing such, everything else becomes easier, and even I don't even need other things. I noticed that if I do, which is exactly what I'm doing, if I do my morning yoga, which is a 1 hour Kriya yoga plus some Hatha yoga for the body. This is everything I need. By doing that, everything else becomes easier. It's not something special. It's not something too woohoo. It's just that it creates the situation within you for everything else to happen more easily, and also effortlessly. So I do my Shambhavi every day, I do Surya Namaskar every day, and I do some Tibetan rites, the 5 Tibetan rites. So I move my body, I do these things, and by doing this routine every day, my spirituality is 90% of what I have to do. Then if some other things remain for some time, I can do Angamardana, I can do some other Hatha yoga, I can do some breathing exercises, I can do everything else. But in my inner care, this is the one thing. For my life situation, I noticed, for example, making videos. For me, creating videos is my job, and by creating videos, everything else happens more easily. So focusing on my inner care in this way, focusing on my outer care in making videos, and focusing on other things as a priority, creating a list of these priorities made me understand better the direction that I want to take. Because sometimes you need a direction, and you don't have to, scatter your attention everywhere. Focus is what you need. Because success is not about doing 1,000 things, it's about doing one thing right. It's not about pushing the door. If it's written pull, you should just pull the door. So that's it. This is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys, for watching.